Rise and grind, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get bumpy. Time to attack and dominate. This is Morning Juice with Brandon Beam and Bobby Carpenter.
As Brandon Beam would say, "Where we go on a Monday?" He'd say it just like that too, Bobby. But Brandon's not here. It is Tito, is Bobby Carpenter, is Mark the Shark, back there behind the glass. Bobby, how are you today, my friend?
Doing great. But it feels like I haven't been in here in a while.
You haven't been in here in a while.
2 days.
No, it's 5 days.
Well, I guess 2 work days.
2 work days, yes.
But just bouncing around, whether it's doing it in New England, doing it in Youngstown, now back here. So.
No retirement ceremonies to attend this week? There's no one else you've got like a legend, like anybody legends getting their number retired or Ring of Honor or whatever? None of that?
Not to my knowledge.
Week's young, yeah.
Week, that is truth enough. Yes. The week is young.
Yes, it is.
I do have I don't like to overcommit to things. And someone.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
But you do.
I commit to things like way in advance.
Right.
So, it's not that in my mind when I commit to something 3 months out, it's like that's 3 months from now.
Yeah.
Not that it's never going to happen, but it just seems like it's in the future.
Yeah, right. Don't deal with that now. Right.
I'll deal with it in the future. And then I realized I got asked to play golf tomorrow. And I started looking, I was like, oh gosh. I was like, I already have 2 golf outings this week. I'm like, that's not good. It's not good for anybody. So it's like I had to decline that. I was like, I got to get some work done. I got just a ton of crap going on. I can't play golf 3 times in 1 week. And I'm going to play golf 3 times over a calendar week from Friday to Friday. I could not do it in one, like Sunday to Sunday. So yeah, it was a good weekend though. Had a good time up at Youngstown. Race of My Inspiring Minds is a program up there. I've been going to this event for 12 or 13. I think it's been going on for 13 or 14 years, and then they took 2 years off for COVID.
Right.
It was good. Get a chance to see everybody. AJ and I was playing up there for.
How'd you do?
Here's the good news. I think we were 12 or 13 under. This is a scramble. Avalon Lakes course, nice course up there in Holland. Hit some good ones, hit some bad ones. Like it's all good. I'm going to have a good time with it. Not going to get too worked up about it. Enjoy it. And then that drive home was pretty nice on Friday. Came back. Wife was gone. Like everybody was gone all weekend.
Seriously?
Yeah, my youngest son I took to Youngstown, left him up there with my buddy Doug and his.
You left Caleb up there?
Son, yeah.
Right.
My son, one of my teammates has a kid that's his age, and they're buddies. So he stayed up there. My 2 boys were in Portsmouth with my in-laws, and then my daughter was in Delaware with my wife all weekend for a lacrosse tournament. So it was like I went down to had some dinner on Saturday night.
In the state of Delaware?
Yes, the state of Delaware.
Right.
And then so I had some dinner with some friends on Friday night. Woke up, shot my show. I actually drove to my parents, did my show from my parents' house for YouTube and Bally's. We had Trey on there, so I'll have some sound from him.
Yes.
Mr. TreVeyon Henderson did a great job. And then I went down to Athens. So my brother was down there visiting his friend and former boss. So I went down. My parents had a big pool party and a bunch of stuff going on. And I went back, stayed at my parents' house on Saturday night. My boys came up there, hung out a little bit, got to see my dad and my father-in-law on Father's Day, and came up here, hung out at the pool a little bit. And now I'm here.
Our Friday fan poll, by the way, you were not last.
Who ended up being first?
Okay,
Schlegs?
Schlegs was first.
Okay, this is you know what? Let's save that. We got Today in History. Let's save that.
Okay.
On a great tease, we'll reveal the results of our Friday fan poll after.
It's a minus tease. Here we go. It's Today in History. Bobby's time to shine. Here we go.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
Bobby, I'm sorry. Take it away, General.
There we go. All right. It is Monday, June 17th, 169th day of the year. 197.
Wow.
To go. Racking and stacking. We've already put over, I guess, 190 or whatever it is, something like that. But we've got less than 200 days left in this 2024. Oh, goodness. This date, 1775, the colonists suffer heavy damages, heavy losses, and retreat. Battle of Bunker Hill fed off, first battle of the Revolutionary War. Taken off right there. This date, 1885. Statue of Liberty arrives in New York City. Do you know where it came from?
It came from France, Paris, right?
The French. Good job.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
I figured you would know that. I bet there's some of the younger producers in our studio who do not know that the Statue of Liberty was a gift to us from the French.
But they also know that one of the main sculptors in that, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Different sculptor named
I think it's the same guy. No, I think it's actually the actor. But go ahead.
I just saw something where he was shooting Street Fighter. They had a bunch of issues because of his massive cocaine addiction. They said during that.
Did they put in the press release massive cocaine addiction?
Well, they talked about it. It was stuff you find out. Try to learn something new every day.
I understand.
This day, 1901, the bane of many high school students' existence. The College Board introduces their first standardized test. It was a precursor to the SAT. 1901, 123 years ago today. How about that? Well, this date, right down here. Is it 1960?
What was it?
I want to say. I can hardly read my writing here.
Yeah.
Ted Williams hits his 500th home run.
Yes, that was 1960.
Okay, there we go. Good. Glad I wrote that down correctly.
You did.
This day, 1962, Mr. Jack Nicklaus shoots a .283 to win the 62nd U.S. Open playoff versus Arnold Palmer.
Arnold actually couldn't have been nicer, and put his arm around me as we walked off and congratulated me very nicely, and was very happy for me.
I said, now that young fellow's out of the cage, he's going to be tough. Watch out for him. We knew then that Jack was going to be a great player. We just didn't know how great.
Now, the 13th hole turned out to be one of the most interesting scenes to me in my entire life. Had nothing to do with the playoff. And I walked up with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth and tapped it in. And I looked at it and I said, now that is the worst example for youth as a role model as I've ever seen. I threw my cigarettes away. Remember, I had a contract with L&M at the time. I sent them back their money. Never smoked another cigarette on a golf course the rest of my life.
Oh, that's good. That's unfortunate, though. I mean, who is it? Charlie Hall, the British golfer. She's trying to smoke to get off the vapes.
Right.
So we're coming full circle with that now, Shark. Jack, what a bad example. She's out there signing autographs with a heater hanging from her lip.
Bobby, I should know this.
So that was his first championship, correct? First major?
Yeah, it was. It was at Oakmont, and back then in the U.S. Open, if you tied, you didn't play a 4-hole playoff. You played at 18 holes the next day.
Shark, they also used to count the amateurs as majors back then.
No, but not for him.
They did back then, I think.
No, that was with Hogan.
Really?
Because he won the U.S. and amateur British.
I thought Jack had 20 at one time because it was U.S. amateurs.
And Bobby Jones won the U.S. amateur.
That's what it was.
And they did count him back then, but there was no
PGA or no Masters.
No Masters.
There was no Masters.
No.
Obviously,
No?
Bobby Jones.
Oh, not Bobby Jones. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was talking about Nicholas. Yeah. Bobby, do you know, was UA called the Golden Bears up Arlington before Jack got there, or did they name it the Golden Bears after Jack did his thing?
I think he was named the Golden Bear after the mascot.
Yes, definitely.
So UA was the Golden Bears before he took off.
Yes.
All right.
So he was named after the Golden Bear.
Gotcha.
And if it's 1962 and that was a 62nd U.S. Open.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's...
Yeah.
Is that correct in
I
saying
don't know
that?
if it's 62nd.
Well, this was the 124th.
So it was 1900.
It would be. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
On the 19. That's why I was doing the math on that. I was
Wow.
like, wow.
I don't know
If they took years off for...
Like war and shit. Yeah. Stuff. Yeah.
Tito.
That's remarkable.
No, dude, you
That
can't.
is remarkable. All right.
I got to
Onward.
dump that.
That's what she said. Onward and upward.
I meant to say stuff.
Here we go. This date, 1971. President, are we back out of everything? Are we good now? Sure.
We're good.
All right. This day, 1971. President Nixon has a presser calling drug abuse America's public enemy #1. And
That's it. Yeah.
And then on this day, 1994, the most famous low-speed car chase in history. 30 years ago today, Al Collins and the Juice. Car chase occurs for it was 90 minutes. It seemed like it was 5 hours.
It was a long time. They were driving slow on that freeway.
Now police radio is saying that Simpson has a gun at his head, which is explained why they haven't been stopping and why they haven't moved up alongside. If you've just joined us, this is Larry King live in Washington. reviewing a car apparently being driven by Al Cowling, one of O.J.'s oldest friends and a former teammate at Southern Cal.
911, what are you reporting? This is AC. I have OJ in the car. Okay, where are you? Please, I'm coming up the 5 freeway. Okay. Right now, we are okay, but you gotta tell the police to just back off. He's still alive, but he got a gun to his head.
I mean,
That's amazing.
That'd be like one of the first cell phones. I mean, he's sitting there talking in the car in that white Bronco.
Flip phone?
It's probably one of the big ones.
One of the ones that like had the antenna on top. And,
it was like a shoulder harness.
Yeah, probably was.
Purse.
Yep. You're probably right. Yep.
Some birthdays today. Ruth Graves Wakefield, born in this state in 1903. Do you know what she invented?
Ruth Graves?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Do you know, Shark?
I've never heard of her.
The chocolate chip cookie.
Wow.
She invented that?
Yeah. By accident. Bobby Bell turning 84 today, 5-time first-team All-Pro. Played college ball at Minnesota, linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs, NFL Hall of Famer. And Rothman and Ice, they just had him on a couple weeks ago as part of their Gold Jacket Wednesdays or Thursdays.
Really?
I was out of my silo and I popped into theirs. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, they have like a Hall of Famer on every week.
Okay.
This day turning 81 today, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. Barry Manilow also turning 81. Greg Kinnear from As Good As It Gets turning 61.
If you'll excuse me, I'm not feeling so well.
Hey, this place smells like shit.
Go away.
Look, this cleaning lady doesn't...
Please just leave! Get out of here! Nothing worse than having to feel this way in front of you.
You're a disgrace to depression.
Rot in hell, Melvin.
That's what you think of with Kinnear?
Yeah. He's in, what is he in, Twister 2 or?
No, Kinnear wasn't in Twister.
No. What else
Kinnear
is
he was in the movie about Bob Crane. He was in...
Oh.
Yeah, there's
remember that one, right? And then he Talk Soup is where I always remember him from.
Sabrina. I remember Sabrina.
Okay.
But dude, Nicholas's character in that is one of my favorite all-time characters. He is remarkable.
Yeah.
He's complete OCD and a jerk at the same time and just destroys Greg Kinnear the whole movie. It's tremendous. Dan Jansen turning 59 years old. Winning the Olympic gold medal 30 years ago in the 1,000 meters, his final skate attempt in the Olympics. Was that Albertville, I believe, Shark? Lillehammer.
I get those two mixed up. One was 92, one was 94. That's when they
rotated. They switched it up. Yep.
Dermontti Dawson turning at 59, longtime Steelers center, 6-time All-Pro, Hall of Famer as well. Popeye Jones turning 54, Jonesy's dad, longtime NBA. Mark Tauscher, former Packers offensive tackle, turning 47 today. Venus Williams, 7-slam winner, turning 44. And Amari Cooper, the Cleveland Browns, turning 30 years young. Today, some holidays observances. It's Eat All Your Vegetables Day. It's Global Garbage Man Day. National Apple Strudel Day. Ride to Work Day for motorcycles. It's always the third Monday in June. Take Your Cat to Work Day. I got a story about that for you this weekend. World Croc Day as well. And those are your historical events, your birthdays, your passings, your holidays, observances for this date, Monday, June 17th, 169th day of the year, and 197 remaining in this 2024.
Well done as always, General. Right?
Thank you.
Bryson DeChambeau wins his second U.S. Open, edging out Rory McIlroy. Are you good with that? We'll talk about that next. This is Morning Juice on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, as you're heading out the door, no crashes to let you know about. I-70 westbound is back open between 71 and 315. After being shut down over the weekend, your commute times are looking good. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Marty Brenneman here for Tri-State Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health for treating erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues. And they're the leader for a reason, because I can tell you from my own experience of being treated there, Tri-State Men's Health is top shelf. Far too many men wait to get their ED treated, but I want to tell you today that you shouldn't wait any longer. If you're suffering with ED and are like most guys, a medical team at Tri-State Men's Health will get you back on track fast. They have the experience, they have the treatment protocols, and they know what they're doing. At Tri-State Men's Health, they have ED treatments that are effective in well over 90% of men. They can even combine treatments for better results. You might even find yourself performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. They have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
New 2024, up to 72 months Aria, N7A24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But these low interest rates won't last long. Lock in your 0% financing at Reichert Nissan. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game? You've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
One of the most important Buckeye football seasons ever is coming. The Fan is your home for all the news and interviews you need as fall camp approaches. Join us. We're a friendly bunch of degenerates. Your Buckeye station, The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Have you ever called a company and got off the phone feeling a little nervous on who they might be sending to your home? I hate that feeling. And when it comes to your roof, you don't have to worry because the team over at Newman Roofing has you covered. I should know. I had them replace my roof, and they did a fantastic job. They're a team of professionals. They arrived in marked company vehicles, and here's the best part. They arrived with a smile on their face. Their team was absolutely tremendous, and they were friendly. They made you feel like they were part of the family. So here's what's going to happen. That friendly team member, they're going to sit down and they're going to talk to you and they're going to educate you on the findings of your home. They're not going to talk down to you. They're going to explain to you everything. So when it comes to your roofing needs, there's one place to go, the most trusted roofing company in Ohio for the last 32 years. That's where I went. I trust them. And I know Tim and his team are going to do a fantastic job for you. So give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or go check them out online at newmanroofing.com. That's newmanroofing.com.
Low Fiber Business is now in Ohio, and your business is our priority. Low Fiber delivers reliably fast, custom, and prepackaged internet plans to meet the growing needs of your business. And our dependable 24/7 personal support means your business stays connected. Low Fiber is here, and we mean business. Find out more at 833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today. Glow Fiber Business is not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Lots of sunshine, although temperatures will be very hot. 95 for the high today. The humidity will be increasing. Temperatures will feel like 100 out there today. Going into Tuesday, look for a high of 95 with a 20% chance of rain. And then looking at 97 on Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your Doppler 10 forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If you can find a show that's closer to Buckeye football, it would be hosted by Ryan Day. You're listening to Morning Juice.
All right, Morning Juice. Tito, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark with you. Thank you for tuning in. So, Bobby, Bryson DeChambeau won his second U.S. Open. Beat out Rory McIlroy. McIlroy, did he lose it? Did DeChambeau win it? Doesn't matter. I don't know.
Here's the thing. I think it was a combination yesterday. Like Bryson's his bunker shot was remarkable.
Fantastic up and down,
now,
yes.
He needed help from Rory with his inability to sink a putt under 5 feet. I mean, to be honest, I turned it off.
It was done, you thought,
I was like, I'm not sitting there locked in on it, not on a day like yesterday.
Right.
But we had it on. I was glancing on it. I was inside, outside, kind of hanging out at the pool. And I'm like, okay, it's over. He's up 2 shots. Like, this is done.
Right.
And how about this? So, this is a message from one of our great listeners, from Jason. Sent me an email on Sunday morning. Man, heard you say that Rory hugging his reconciled wife after winning the U.S. Open would be a story. And then you proceeded to knock him, even after being told that he was third in the world golf rankings. I don't care about the world golf rankings.
Okay.
All I care about is winning of majors, and that's really all anybody cares about now. So people can say all these other things. By the way, the world golf rankings are incomplete because the guy that won it yesterday, those guys, they don't count on them anymore, in essence. So going to eat some crow tomorrow if Rory wins today, ? 2-shot lead, 5 holes to go. I knew I should have bet on him. I'm guessing that was before he melted down. When did this come out? Oh, no, never mind. That came out at 10:26. So, yeah, he threw it out there. But, I mean, it's just, I feel bad for Rory.
Okay.
I really do. I like him. I'd like to see him win. It was just I hate to see guys that, it's one thing if like you spray a tee shot or this or that. When you're like missing.
Like 2.5-foot putts.
Very makeable putts.
Right.
Very makeable putts. Like that stinks. And in Rory's personal life, like I'm very happy for him. Hopefully that thing goes. And you know, he just left and didn't talk to the media afterwards.
Yeah, he rolled out, yeah.
I get that. Like you got to go face the music sometimes. It was a very emotional time for him. I believe you got to go face the music.
So you think he should have stuck around?
I'm always a proponent of that.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to eat it, man. And people will say it's a personal moment. I get it is, but he gets paid a lot of money, and this isn't little league sports. This is his job.
Right.
He has sponsors that pay him and all these other things. And you got to walk up sometimes.
Yep.
And you got to face the music. And it sucks. And whether that's a personal thing that you have or a professional thing, like when you're a public figure, that's how it works. And I hate it for him. I love the fact now that I can champion Shark to another victory for the LIV.
Come on,
this time on U.S. Open. I'm just being real.
I know.
That's what it is.
I know. You're right.
I mean, here's the thing. The more that the live golf guys win majors, like the more they're going to have to do something and figure that out.
I agree. I want them to figure it out.
Because like if you take Bryson out of this mix, like because he can't play in it, what is the tournament? I mean, when Rory wins it, and that'd be great. But like you tune in for the fun and the drama, and it gave you both yesterday.
So DeChambeau gets the win. And by the way, DeChambeau has done a fantastic job, Bobby.
He's rehabilitated. I used to dislike Bryson. It was like Bryson and Brooksy, and I was hoping that it would be like that forever.
Sure.
And Bryson's came back. And listen, and all these guys, because of how the U.S. Open falls, it's always on Father's Day weekend.
Right.
And so for these guys, usually it's a great opportunity for them to celebrate with their dad.
Yep.
You know, and Bryson said he lost his dad a couple of years ago. And so it's like, I wish that he would have been here to see this.
Right.
You know, 100%. And that's one of the great elements of it. And so you see that emotional piece of these guys and everything that they've got going on.
You know, Bobby, it's interesting because, yes, I think DeChambeau, and he did a lot of media after each round. And he tapped into the Payne Stewart stuff. He talked about he went to SMU because of Payne Stewart was a big reason for it. And
why doesn't he wear the knickers then?
That's why he did that. No, he wore the knickers also.
I know he has, yeah.
Yeah, but like he talked a lot about that, which was smart. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's disingenuous, but it's smart for him to tap into that also. And that also made him, I think, more endearing to the fans.
It's humanized him a little bit. He used to I liked him at first. I've come full circle.
He was robotic.
Well, I was like, all right, this guy's the weirdo that plays with all the clubs that are the same length, you know, and he's like over science guy. I was like, okay. And then he kind of gotten, you know, like big and talking about hitting his drives and everything, and him and Brooks are going back and forth.
Right.
And I didn't like him. And now like he's become a likable guy again. Like you said, he's become more accessible, more available. When you see people in their most vulnerable, whether after wins and especially after losses,
yes,
like that would have humanized Rory to people. Not that I think he's well liked anyway,
right?
But man, when you see it, like you ache for someone like that because everybody has had devastating moments in their life, and to know when those are aired publicly how hard it is, it's impossible not to respect that.
He's 35 now, Rory.
Is he that old?
Yeah, 35. Neil Shipley from Ohio State, low amateur, also was low amateur at the Masters this year.
Hey, good for him, man.
Only 6 other people have been low amateur at the Masters U.S. Open the same year. Ken Venturi back in 56, Nicklaus in 60, Mickelson in 91, Matt Kuchar in 96, and then Victor Hovland in 2019.
Has Kuch won a major?
I don't think Kuch has. Shark would know that. Wouldn't you, Shark?
No,
Kuch has not won one, right? Yeah.
He is not.
So that's a pretty good list.
That's a good list right there. Yeah, I mean, Venturi was great. Obviously, Nicklaus had his career. We know about that. Mickelson, Kuch, and then Victor Hovland. He's now the 7th player.
So Nicklaus was the low amateur in 60 and then won it in 62.
Yes.
And that's pretty fast getting it done.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive. They're doing that. So Neil Shipley from Ohio State got a lot of time on TV too. The announcers talking about him quite a bit. Bobby, tell us about Pella.
All right, I'm going to tell you guys about my friends over at Pella. Spending money, well, that's rarely something you want to do on your home windows, but you do it because, you've got to make sure your energy bills are going to be in place. And sometimes you look at your house, your windows, they're just looking all jacked up. So I started working with the local Pella Columbus team. My eyes, they've been opened. New windows can legitimately change the entire look of your home. They've got windows and colors like styles I've never seen, you've never seen. They can change everything. So go check them out at PellaColumbus.com or their new Polaris showroom. That's PellaColumbus.com.
So we got a big show lined up for you today. We're going to have Bill Bender on coming in the next segment. Also, later on, we got Joshua Perry. This is his favorite day of the week. We've established that. Monday is Joshua Perry's favorite day of the week. He likes that. A fresh start on that. We'll do, obviously, the re-rack. We've got our quick hitters. We've got our What's Got You Juiced. All those different things to talk about today. Some NFL talk as well. We'll do all that. But right now, coming up next, we are going to talk to Bill Bender from Sporting News. Look, he covers a lot of sports. I'm going to put Bill Bender on the spot about a non-sports subject. We'll do that next. This is Morning Juice on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and a happy Monday to you. Right now, I-70 westbound is back open between 71 and 315 after being shut down over the weekend. Your drive time's looking nice and clear. A little bit busy out on 33 in Canal Winchester. Also picking up on I-71 near Polaris. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stutterwald with your fan traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina, your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Roof leaks can mean expensive repairs unless you work fast. Legacy Roofing, the leader in Central Ohio commercial roofing, can repair, replace, and maintain your roof to avoid costly damage. At Legacy, we're famous for fast, reliable, safe, and permanent protection for your roof. Our technicians are skilled craftsmen trained by industry leaders like Carlisle, Versico, and Elevate to create lasting roofing systems to protect your investment. Call Legacy Roofing Services today, 800-880-ROOF, 800-880-ROOF. Legacy Roofing Services.
Hey, it's Chaps. Here's something that we need to clear up. I'm sure this term sounds familiar. GLP-1. It's everywhere. Take an injection, stop feeling hungry, and slowly start to lose weight. What's not being shared is how you can regulate this hormone and lose weight quicker without medications. Awaken 180 already supports GLP-1 function, but now they've introduced GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180. What's the difference? It's pretty simple. With GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180, you're addressing the root causes of weight issues, making weight loss faster, but more importantly, long-term. I can speak firsthand about the long-term part of Awaken 180 because I've kept my 90 pounds off for over 14 months now, and that's without injections or medications. The best part, maintenance is free with both Awaken 180 and GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180. If fast, easy, and long-term weight loss is your goal, do what we all did. Choose Awaken 180 Weight Loss online at awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
The best of two leagues meet again this summer. Catch the stars of MLS and Liga MX as they show off their skills at the 2024 MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T. Tuesday, July 23rd at Lower.com Field. Tickets start at $25. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. Baseball, birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Common Man and T-Bone.
Hi, Elmo. Why am I saying hi to myself? Hi, Timmy. Elmo, come over and play?
Sure, Elmo.
Man, how do we take this segment, make it even worse? We're doing it.
Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on The Fan.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply. I can't believe this is real. We're finally doing our big fishing trip.
This is the year I'm doing everything I've always talked about.
Something's different about you. I feel like I'm talking to a whole new man.
Between you and me, it's Nugenix Total T that's making the difference.
Nugenix, the testosterone booster?
Exactly. Turning 40 and lower testosterone made it harder to find the drive and energy for the things that matter, like spending time with family and friends. So I tried Nugenix Total T.
That really works.
Absolutely. Nugenix is the reason we're finally doing this trip. It's why I have more energy for my family.
How do I give Nugenix a try?
Send them a text for a complimentary bottle.
Text ROCK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text ROCK to 321-321. That's ROCK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
Hash browns and smackdowns. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Morning Juice, Tito, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark with you. Thank you so much for tuning in today on this Monday. I've said all the time, no place I'd rather be on Monday morning. It's 6:33 a.m. Then sandwich between Bobby and Mark the Shark. It's a beautiful day today. All right, now we go out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling System fan guest hotline. Bill Bender joins us. He covers a lot of sports, but Bill, I also know you cover bad 80s movies, and I want to ask you, Bill, if I asked you to choose, maybe they're not bad movies, but two of my favorite movies in the 80s that are kind of cheesy are Valley Girl and Bloodsport. Do you have a preference on either one of those?
We watched Bloodsport a couple weeks ago. I was telling people, Grant watched with me, and about halfway through, he says, this movie has some plot holes. And I said, what? I go, the plot is Jean-Claude, Chong Li, that's it. There's no other thing to know. So he was overcritical, but he enjoyed it. He thought it was really good.
This movie has some...
Hey, Chong Li still looks great, by the way. At this age, you Google him, he looks great. Which one's a better movie? Valley Girl's better soundtrack for sure. Which one's a better movie?
I would rather watch Bloodsport, so that's just me. But both solid, and like you said, a lot of good 80s movies out there. I try to watch one a week, one every 2 weeks with Grant just to educate him a little bit. But they're hit or miss with him, but he does like most of them.
How old is he?
So he's going into 8th grade.
Good for him.
So, you can gradually start to pull more and more of them in. And,
right.
No, definitely enjoyable.
All right.
That's tremendous. And that's Bloodsport, Bill. That's the one where he throws the dust in his eyes.
Yeah, the dust in the eyes. You see him doing the thing where he can't see anything. And he just has to there's no Miyagi, but he still does okay.
Oh, yeah, that's tremendous. That's tremendous. I love that your son pointed out the plot holes because like a lot of 80s movies, Bill, like they introduce something and it just kind of disappears and never reappears again.
Right.
Looking, kind of what happened last week, some kind of crazy stuff from around the world of college football. And it seems like the last 4 or 5 years, it's been realignment talk or some crazy NIL announcement or whatever it was. This year, they've got the announcement, I guess the leaking out of the Big 12 that potentially, we're just going to sell the name, not even the naming rights. We're just going to change the name, some of these bowl games. Do you see in the Big 12? Also, I try to contextualize this for some younger folks out there. I mean, it's the youngest Power 4 league by far. It's about 30 years old. So they can maybe do this a little easier. But, I mean, do you see this becoming a trend throughout college football?
I hope not. But, I mean, if the Big 12 were to sell its naming rights and be called the All-State 12 or the Quick Trip 12, whatever, what's stopping the Big Ten from being the Big Ten sponsored by, fill in the company there, or the SEC would jump on it. We know